Hey folks, how you doing? Welcome to the channel. Started my ride in Curtin Lindsey here in Lincolnshire. Yes, I'm doing a home county ride, and for the first time in a long time I actually drove to the start, which is something I've been doing less and less over the last few years. I'll talk about that a bit more in this video, which I'm going to link in the top corner of the screen. As for this ride, I'm here in my home county of Lincolnshire, heading towards the Lincolnshire Wolds currently. The hills at Case are off in the distance. For those of you perhaps new to cycling, I'm doing a century ride today, a ton, which is 100 miles or 160 kilometres. You see, it's a glorious day. Roads are a little bit wet from the overnight rain. It's been raining a lot the last few days, but we certainly need it. We certainly need more than what we've had, but it can rain while I'm at work. Not on the weekend, that's my playtime. I'm going to be attacking the hills today, pushing up them hard, because it seems like I haven't been on the bike for a little while. Even though, you know, it's only been a week really. Went on a ride last Saturday, day off Sunday, day off yesterday. It was pouring down with rain, lots of wind, and then I've had a jab in my arm, so my my arm was a bit stuffed, numb and achy. So yeah, it's healed up now. I just love cycling so much. I want to be out there all the time. If cycling could become a full-time job where I get to cycle all over the world, that would be absolutely amazing. Just like that younger version of me, Josh Reed. Do you watch his channel? When he finished the TCR, he just went on a mad bikepacking spree over the next few months. He's still out there. Yeah, I'd love to cycle all over the world and get paid for it. Oh, not getting paid for it, just be able to pay for it myself, you know. Pile of burnt dirt. Was a bit unpleasant. What I'll do at this point, I think I'll throw the route up on the screens, something I haven't done for a while. As you see, distance, elevation, a big few choice hills in here today. I'm gonna get up there, I'm gonna love it, I'm gonna smash them. I think moving forward with these videos, I'm gonna ask a question every time. Today's question is, do you shave your legs? Because I used to quite often, and I've seemed to have fallen out of the habit. I was watching one of the videos yesterday, instantly enough, my TCR one, and I had it in slow-mo, and I was looking thinking, stay my legs real hairy, and look at them. I really need to get the razor on them. So I'm just on the corner of Moortown Road and Caister Road, aka the A46. So I'm going to be taking the A46, taking the very first right into the village of Nettleton. And from there you've got two choices. You go left and take the Mansgate Hill, which is a nice juicy one, or go right and go for the what's probably the steepest ascent in Lincolnshire. So yeah, so I'll guess which I chose. Mansgate, Nettleton Hill. Now, not for 1 second am I saying it's the hardest hill. It certainly isn't. But it's got a short, sharp bit on a kind of a hump in the road where it approaches 20% and above. So yeah, certainly not a walk in the park. Certainly not the toughest one here in Lincolnshire. I think probably the most formidable climb, and the one where everybody associates with Lincolnshire, is the Michaelgate climb. Certainly reaches the high teens and is on cobbles, which makes it particularly hard. Already on my second easiest gear. I see you at the top. So I've just pulled in at the top near the farm, and opposite Ollie Williams Racing over there. Just taking this amazing view. Check that out. I mean, you can't see it too well, but there's the drop off, and yeah, it's spectacular. You see so far, it's unreal. I can't see the cathedral today. There's a bit of a haze on the horizon, but on a really clear day you can see all the way across towards Lincoln and beyond. What a beautiful autumn day. Pretty sure technically it's autumn now. We've had the equinox, which means the cocks will be going forward soon. Ooh. But we get to look forward to counting down those days till next spring. And of course, well, for me it doesn't end. I cycle all the way through the year, as I'm sure many of you do. Got an Audax coming up on the 15th of October, and then one in November, 2 in December, and then the next after that starts in March, after the proper January, February winter, cold kicks in. One of those rides, hopefully, I'm going to be riding with Adam Watkins, as it starts out of Bristol. It's like the first or second week of December. So if you've got any questions for Adam, feel free to comment down below and I'll interrogate him. Should be an interesting weekend that. We've got plenty of stories to talk about together. We've both had amazing years. He's done LEL, didn't do the jog this year, or was that last year? He can update me about that, fill me in on what's not gone public. I'm actually coming up to the highest point of the Lincolnshire Wolds, and I believe I go past that point. So I am coming up to the highest point in the Lincolnshire Wolds, close to Claxby, Caister, edge of the Lincolnshire Wolds. By far the steepest part, and part with the most interesting, challenging hills. So I'm currently at 157 metres. I'm going to edge a little bit higher. I think we reach 160. And at the top, radar. This is quite an unusual one though. You'd probably agree. Big golf ball. And currently at 161 metres. That is the top of the Lincolnshire Wolds. But if you ever feel like coming here, that's a lot of elevation to play with. There's lots of hills, hundreds of hills. I've got a video where I ride every single one of them. I'll link to that in the corner. So heading down a little bit now to the High Street, which is the road that crosses over the top of the Wolds, linking Caister to Horncastle. So we're going to drop down, have a bit of a play in the hills for a couple of hours before dropping off towards Horncastle. recently stopped here in Donaldson and Bain outside the church. I'm thinking about eating, but I thought I'd take this opportunity to show you what I got with me today, because I'm on a bit of a budget drive after the TCR. So try not to spend too much in cafes and things, and try and avoid them altogether if I can. Although today might be a treat to have a coffee somewhere. But yeah, I'll show you what I brought with me. 2 pepperonis, a cheese slice, and in my middle pocket as well I brought along a couple of cereal bars. Skinny crunchy ones, salted caramel bar, and mint and dark chocolate. This one is very good for you, and that hasn't got a lot of sugar. Not too sure about the sugar content on this one, but cheap. £1, pound stretchers, £5 for a pound. So yeah, I want to bet some money aside, save up for things next year, races and things like that, and save up for that gravel bike. Talking of bikes, I'm thinking of selling this one I'm on now, the Cube. If anybody's interested in buying a road bike, it will come. I want to buy a gravel stroke adventure bike, so I want to get rid of this one. So for those who don't know, it's a Cube Agri Pro. It's a 56 frame. It's a C62 model. Cassette wise, it's got a 34 on there at the moment. I'll even throw in the mud guards and the bag as well. You can have that, although I patched it on a little bit with zip ties and things. You can have it. I'm keeping the light though, you're not having that. You're not having the mount. Taking the light and the Garmin away with me. So yeah, it's a rim brake. What else can I tell you? It's done many ten thousands of miles, but some of the equipment like the chain rings is new, as is the jockey wheels as well. Like I said, a lot of somebody spent on it this year alone to make it rideable. So if you're looking for a road bike, let me know down in the comments below. Might we come to some sort of arrangement. Running along the spine of the Lincolnshire Wolds right now on what is known as the Bluestone Heath Road. It runs all the way from the bottom up to the top. I say not quite the top because it turns off road, I think. Clearly I've never been along it. I don't know if it turns into the Viking Way or something, but it's an old Roman way that runs through fields and things. Be interesting to do that one day. But you get great views left and to the right, so you get a choice between looking towards Louth or Lincoln. And a little bit further along, once you pass Colquhoe Hill, you see some amazing shots of Belchford and Oxford, I think it's called, Oxcombe, which is right in the heart of the Lincolnshire Wolds. And on a day like today, it's absolutely perfect conditions to be riding. Why not add the Lincolnshire Wolds even, to your bucket list? It has a lot to offer for you into riding bikes. I mean, how many cars you've seen in the camera? And that's not deliberate, it's just so quiet to ride in. But main road, cars. We're wanting to get on the other side. Not much. But here's the main road across the spine of the Wolds. The actuality is, not a lot of cars use it. It's not a shortcut to anywhere. And as you can see, it's very green at the moment. Things are starting to turn less brown and yellow and turn into this lovely green colour. I'm just hoping we get plenty of rain this winter. When I'm not riding, yeah, when I don't want to ride. Weekdays, when I'm at work. It's not a lot to ask for, is it? Just make our way along on one of my favourite single track roads here in the Lincolnshire Wolds. It starts at Scamblesby at the crossroads, takes you south, east kind of direction, off the Wolds, and some beautiful long views towards the coastline. I can actually see the coast from here, just beyond Louth in the middle of the picture, and it's just a great view in all the seasons as well. I mean, early in the year, late spring, this was absolutely covered in wheat was just yellow everywhere as far as the eye could see. It was really beautiful, and you know, as we're going into autumn, it's just another view on that same landscape. Picture postcard. I just love rolling hills and long views. And you get plenty of those in Lincolnshire. They call it Big Sky Country. Don't know who they is, but apparently they do. I think it mainly comes from the Lincolnshire fens, which is just pancake flat. You can just see endlessly. But up here, you know me, I love to climb the hills and things. And not everybody does love coming into the hilly areas of the country, but I find it peaceful, and it's just rewarding getting into places like this. And I'm glad it's so quiet and peaceful and other people are enjoying it. I feel like the place is all mine. Just been crawling up the Brookland climb. Was I meant to be going this way? Although Bribery GPS, or rather me, made a bit of an error in mapping. I was obviously in cycling mode. It tried to take me through a private road and some fields and stuff, which didn't really go anywhere. And then there's a sign which said no cycling, but you can see car tracks. So that was like, nah, not paying attention to that. And it just kind of led to a dead end, really. The owner came out and said, "Oh, where are you trying to get to?" I said, "I'm trying to get over there," pointing in the direction. I said, "Oh, you're gonna have to go back on the main road, really. It's just a farm, you can't get anywhere." Although she wasn't around, I would have probably turned off in another direction and just gone along it, kind of thing, through the fields and stuff. So I'm coming up to the Tetford junction, the crossroads of Tetford, and I must remember to put a pin on the map for wild camping in these woods, because this looks like a great spot. I'm actually turning left here. Pushing for 30 miles an hour, just made it. To get up a surprisingly long drag from Salmondy towards Spilsby Road, just on the edge of Horncastle. It's got some great views. I can see Horncastle from here as well. It's well clear as well. The haze of early today has disappeared finally. It almost feels a little bit like summer, like an Indian summer walk. Arms out, legs out. It's a lovely tree, it's 2nd of October. So I'm just leaving Wisfington, which is not far from Horncastle. As you can see, some beautiful views of the Lincolnshire countryside here, but very exposed to the wind. So I'm finishing today's ride on a bit of a headwind, maybe 70-80 k's worth, more or less just straight northerly from where I am right now. I think I do a little bit of westerly component, but mostly north. Thankfully not too much of it. Yesterday it would have been pretty unpleasant. Ooh, apples. So the bit, this bit where I am now, heading towards, well, around Minceby, Goulsby, that area, and it's always a bit of a wind, not a wind trap, but the opposite to whatever a wind trap is. Ooh, hard work. Just been going past Hackthorne, Scampton Airport, so on top of the Lincoln Edge, pretty much straight line now all the way to Curtin upon Lindsay's. It's not far. It's less than 10 miles to go, which is just as well because my tank is starting to run low. I should have brought some more goodies. I think I'm going to start to stockpile Saurine malt loaves, or whatever the cheap Aldi or Lidl equivalents are, because they fill you up, they keep you nice and full. Yeah, so nearly finished the ride. It's been a good one, really enjoyed it. Hope you've enjoyed the journey with me. Got comments, questions, stick them down below. And of course, don't forget a provisional date of 23rd of October, which is a Sunday, group ride out by the Lincolnshire Wolds. If you're interested in that, let me know. So that's it from me. Take care, folks. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.